Hey, Drew. I just want to say thank you so much for asking me to speak on behalf of you. And when you told me that, I was overjoyed. And I just started thinking, what is so awesome about Drew? And it automatically, I get this picture of you in Berlin. And we were doing devotions in the morning. And your devotion was about servitude and how Jesus served the disciples. And shortly after that, you had a tub of water and you washed one of our leaders' feet. Caleb Braun, actually. I'm not sure if anybody watching this knows who Caleb Braun is, but when I watched you, Drew, do this, it spoke to me. It spoke to me, one, because I don't like feet, dude. Nope, not about it. I don't want to wash anybody's feet. But just seeing the humility that comes out of you absolutely blessed me. Fast forward later that day that you had done that devotion and washed Caleb's feet, I was out ministering in Europe. And we had bottles of water and sandwich bags giving things out to the homeless. And I had a water bottle and a bag in my hand ready to give it to a homeless person, but this lady walked in front of me and she looked like she was limping. And I stopped her and I said, "Hey, what's going on with your feet? Is it okay if I pray for you real quick?" And as I'm sitting there talking to her and trying to understand what's going on, I looked down in my left hand. I remember this. I can picture this like it was yesterday. I looked down in my left hand and I'm carrying a water bottle. And inside of me, in my spirit, I just truly sensed the words, "Use it." I'll tell you what, I looked at the water bottle, I looked at her, I looked at the water bottle, I looked at her. I didn't want to do it. But because you had just had this devotion on servitude and washing people's feet, I choked back my pride. I humbled myself. And I said, "Okay, miss, is it okay if I wash your feet?" And as soon as I undid that water bottle, I got down. I had a bandana in my bag to dry her feet. As soon as I poured water on her feet, I put my hand underneath her foot. And where there were no arches, where she had suffered from flat feet, she told me, there were arches in her feet as soon as I poured water on them. And Drew, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for having that devotion and just truly the revelation of who Jesus is and bringing that on the mission field, not only to people of Europe, but to people that you minister with. You have a servant's heart, brother. And I'm just so grateful that you asked me to speak on behalf of you. I've ministered with Drew. Anybody that watches this video, I'm telling you right now, this young man, extremely good ground to sow into. If you want to see the kingdom of God expanded, this young man is going to go do it. Not only to form up leaders, but to go lead the way in that. How can you lead someone to a place where you don't go? Well, I'll tell you what. Drew is a person that goes to that place, and he is able to lead people to that place. He wants people to experience the Father's heart and truly have the joy of the Lord around them. So anybody that's watching this, man, I'll tell you what, this kid right here, or over there, or I'm not sure where Drew's standing right now, but man, I'll tell you what, that kid right there, he has the joy of the Lord. He wants to see the Father's heart plastered everywhere, and he wants to go out into all nations and make disciples. He has such a passion for Europe. I'm sure you've heard it in his talks or explanations or other videos, but if I'm just one person to say it, Drew Harris is good ground to grow into. And I truly wish that I could be back in Europe with you this year, brother. But until next time, I love you. I'm praying for you. And man, I'm telling you what, I'm going to be supporting you coming up here soon. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good day, guys.